Morrissey?
Thank you, Tom. This is for Levar. Levar, you and I have known each other for about 4 or 5 years. I've always considered you a friend, and we got along very well when I was in the House of Delegates. And you were, the first time I met you, I told folks that he is a very pleasant, professional young man. I still feel that way. And my question I'm about to ask you, I say it as respectfully as I can. During the Q&A from the journalists, they asked about your experience, and you said, you need more than just experience. But experience does count. As I look down the office, down the dais, Lawrence and Bruce are principals in architecture firms. Michelle owns a small business. Jack has a tremendous amount of budgetary experience. Bobby was a director or commissioner. Jack was very much involved in economic development. But in all candor, you've never owned a business. You've never signed the front of a check. You've never taught school. You've never cast a vote. You never developed a budget, supplemented a budget, amended a budget. You've done a masterful job of being, as your own words, a political operative. Do you not believe that you need some body of experience before you become the Chief Executive Officer of the City of Richmond?
Mr. Morrissey, I told you earlier that at age 26, I was the Executive Director of the Democratic Party of Virginia. Executive Director means I was the Chief Executive Officer. I hired, I fired, I inspired from the top down, I signed checks. You should know this, Mr. Morrissey. When I was a child, 10 years old, I wrote the checks out for my grandmother since I was a kid. So I know how to keep track of the money. Then I was Secretary of the Commonwealth, an agency of 35 people. I was the executive officer of that agency. I managed the budget. I hired the individuals who worked in that office. 3,000 people a year go to that office for service. You should know because you used to write me letters as well, sir. What I think the next mayor of Richmond should be is someone we should all be proud of. Someone who we're not going to see on the front page for anything that's controversial, anything that's going to take our city back, and anything that gives our city a black eye. I'm going to be a mayor that our children can be proud of and a mayor that people can look up to. And that's my commitment.
One final question, Ms. Mosby, you close out.